simple Greek vocabulary, Bethesda, in John 5:2. And this verse is also going to bring up a very interesting issue with Hebraisti, here with the Hebrews. So let's take a look. It says, Esten, there is, de now. Now there is, in, which is in, tois, in the Jerusalemos, in Jerusalem, epi, by te the probatike, which is technically just sheep, but in Jerusalem there was something known as the sheep gate. And so it's often translated as by the sheep gate, not just by sheep themselves. Kolim betra, a pool, he, which, epilegomene, is called, and here we have this very particular word here, which is Hebraisti, which is in Hebrew, it was called Bethesda. However, it's not called Bethesda in Hebrew, it's called Bethesda in Aramaic, which is what the people would have been speaking at that time, because Hebrew was used for religious circumstances and Aramaic was used for everyday language. And so what is most likely happening here is we use the term Hebrew in a different way than what they would have used it back then. When we refer to Hebrew, that means not Aramaic. But Hebrew and Aramaic are sister languages. There is a difference between the two as we look at on this channel. However, this doesn't necessarily mean the language of Hebrew as we know it today, but instead as said by the Hebrew people, or the language that the Hebrews speak. Whether that's Hebrew, Aramaic, or some other kind of dialect, it is called Bethesda. And it has pente, 5, stoas, which is porticos, ehusa, having. And in this class, we're looking at the reliability of the New Testament, and specifically how the New Testament is shown true by archaeology. For a long time, people did not believe there was such a thing as the Pool of Bethesda with 5 porticos. However, it was discovered in Jerusalem, and here is a picture of it on the screen.